Welcome back to the 53rd ever Iced Coffee Hour. I'm your boy Pro the Doge, and we have made so far $62,761.
Oh my God! I have to say, that's the best we've ever seen.
You're getting really comfortable at
I'm
this.
starting to get better at this, right?
You're the first person, by the way, we've ever had on the podcast back to back. This has never happened.
Really? That's crazy.
And for good reason. This last podcast beat our analytics like ×2 of our last
That's
best
insane.
performing.
The funny thing is, okay, so the last one we did, right? You know how I did the intro?
Yeah.
I was totally joking when I did that, and then you guys were like, "We're keeping it. We're keeping it." I was like, "Oh, I guess we're keeping that one." Like I wasn't even. I was joking around.
What's crazy about both of these episodes? Both of them were last minute, so we had no idea we were going to film last week's episode until maybe like 5 minutes before.
Yeah.
We're like, should we do it? Okay, we may as well do it.
Yeah.
And this episode too, it was a last minute thing. It's like we just happened to be in town today.
Yeah.
You're here. We may as well
Why
just film an
not?
episode. Because some crazy stuff happened. SNL happened.
Yes.
The price dropped 40%.
Yes.
Very quickly.
I fluctuated $1 million within that hour.
You lost $1 million in an hour.
But first, I want to thank our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Go ahead and stop that Dogecoin buy order that you're about to submit. We need to talk about something much bigger than that. Have you taken down the Demon Lord yet? Yeah, I didn't think so. What about the Ice Golem? Have you completely destroyed that? I didn't think so either. Okay, well, surely you've ascended the Doom Tower. Oh my gosh, you haven't? Well, prepare for battle, because you can do all of this and even fight against the millions of real players in the arena with Raid Shadow Legends. With hundreds of artifacts to equip and over 500 champions blessed with unique skills, you can build your team, develop your champions, and raid your way. Use the link below to download Raid to your mobile phone or PC.
Oh my gosh, there's a Hound Spawn, a champion from the Demon Spawn faction. It's basically Bailey if she had awesome superpowers. Whoa, the Hound Spawn brought me a shard.
What I like most about Raid is that you have so many different factions to choose from to match your exact playing style. Once you find a faction that you like, you can choose from any of the champions there. Personally, I'll be sticking with the Hound Spawn because it reminds me of Bailey. And this month alone, Raid released 11 new champions, 200 new missions with an exclusive champion if you manage to finish them all, and 5 new levels to almost every single dungeon in the game. Every month, Raid adds new content that makes it bigger and better, and it's never been easier to get started.
And once you're in the game, you can find me under the username Options Master, and if you're quick enough, you can even join my clan. Just click the link in the description to get started, and I will see you in the game.
Thank you so much, Raid, for sponsoring this episode, and back to the podcast.
Yeah.
And
It was up in the very beginning. It was at, I remember it shot up right before they started talking about it to maybe 2.7 million, 2.8 million I was sitting at. And within maybe 20, 30 minutes, it dropped down to 1.8 million, like nothing.
Wow, what was that like?
It was, it was a little, it was a little nerve-wracking. It was a little, I had my phone up just looking at it, and I was like, I'm going to show everybody this. Like, everybody's going to see this. And I don't know what they're going to say. They're going to call me an idiot. They're going to call me crazy. They're going to say whatever they want. But this is the reality of it. I can't just show the gains. I got to show the losses, too.
And in hindsight, looking back on it, is that something you would have expected to happen when they did SNL with Dogecoin?
It's funny because I actually did a video on my YouTube channel, The Dogecoin Millionaire. And in that video, right before Elon went on, I said, I just have a feeling it's going to dip. I have a feeling it's going to dip. It happened on Doge Day. There was all this build up to Doge Day 420. I don't know if you guys remember that. But days before, it shot up, went up, 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 up. Doge Day happens, crashes down. And it's like, okay, now we got to build it back up. And then Elon Musk on SNL was another one of those things that happen where it's like everybody's looking forward to it. So leading up to it, it's going up, 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 and then crashes down. You know what I mean? So it was kind of predictable in a little way.
What do you think of the actual episode itself? Did you think it did justice for Dogecoin? Were the jokes funny?
I think it did what it had to do. And the reason why I say that is because it brought awareness to Dogecoin. So there are probably people out there that were watching Saturday Night Live that didn't know what Dogecoin was up until that point. And so if you put it in more people's faces, if you just say, hey, Dogecoin, like, that can only be a positive in my opinion.
Yeah. I didn't like the episode at all. I watched it. I was out
You
at
didn't like
dinner.
not a single skit?
No.
Really?
I didn't get the jokes. I was sitting there at dinner with Kevin, and we had SNL on, and then we had the price of Dogecoin.
I know, I saw that. I saw that.
And we were just watching the episode here, watching the price of Dogecoin. Goes to commercial break, the price immediately drops.
Yeah.
Elon Musk comes back down, you see the price is starting to go back up.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
It was wild to watch that. And then after every skit, sell off. Every skit that
No,
starts,
you know where the
pumps
first
back up,
sell-off
yeah.
was? The first sell-off was when Elon's mom showed up, and then she was like, Mother's Day's coming up, right? She was like, hope you don't pay me in Dogecoin. And then Elon's like, I am. You know what I mean?
And she didn't want it. She didn't want
exactly.
the
That's what it
Dogecoin.
was. So it was like, oh, wait, huh? I don't, you know what I mean? Like, it was a whole thing.
Yeah, no, I didn't think it was that good. And I'm not sure what people were expecting. If they honestly thought that Elon Musk would be like, well, starting today, we're going to be accepting Dogecoin as payment for the cars.
You want to know something funny?
Yeah.
I thought that could have been one of the skits where Elon's like, selling Tesla for Dogecoin. And you know what happened last night, right?
Yeah, I saw his tweet. You want to explain it?
I could talk about it, yeah.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
posted a video at, like
Bro,
4
I
a.m.?
posted a video at like 2:15 a.m. because the news came out, I want to say around 1:13 a.m., 1:15 a.m. As soon as it happened, I was laying in bed. I was like, I could either go to sleep right now or I can do a YouTube video. And then I was like, I gotta do a YouTube video. So I literally got up, threw my clothes on, sat on the couch. Like it's funny because usually my videos are super high energy animated, but this one I was just like half asleep. I was like, guys, this is Tesla Dogecoin. You can maybe get it. I don't know. You know what I mean? And I'm doing that, and then like there's the post, and I'm telling people, go over there, like hit yes. If you want to use Dogecoin for Teslas. So that video, you guys want to know what that video is at right now? And I posted it at 2 a.m.
I'm guessing 70,000 views.
What do you think?
50,000.
All right, real time analytics on that video, it's at 80,000.
Oh my gosh.
And I posted this at 2 a.m. And this is like my sixth
Dude,
video
your
on
real-time
my
views
channel.
are crazy.
Yeah, these are my
Record this?
real-time
Can you
views.
record this? Wow.
Want me to record
Wow,
it?
yes, please.
Start recording. Yeah, so I was gonna show you this anyway. So real-time
see.
views, check it out. Here, I'll let you do it because I don't even know how to use this.
All
app.
right.
That is insane.
Let's look at this. Whoops. Wow. So in the last week, you got 600,000 views,
Yeah.
35,000 subscribers. You just got monetized, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got to wait for that.
I haven't
ad revenue
even
to start
signed up for AdSense yet, bro.
You gotta do
I
that.
know, I just haven't had the time. I've been running around like every
immediately,
day.
because I'll tell you, man. If you're getting 600,000 views, that would be the equivalent on Dogecoin to you making, I don't know, maybe $10,000.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Wow.
Well, it depends because the length of the videos and the amount of
Yeah,
ads
but
you
it's
have in the
40K,
videos.
so it's okay. So, let's talk about this. Grant,
Yeah.
where was I at when I was at the last podcast? I think it was at 8,000. I said
Yeah,
8.5,
8 or
9,000.
9,000.
Yeah.
I'm at 40,000 subscribers
Yeah.
today.
You know what's nuts is that I've seen a lot of YouTube channels that are popping up now. Remember how a year ago there were all these channels making stimulus updates?
Yeah.
And posting by the hour. I mean, Kevin was one. There's so much happening that, like, every few hours, here's an update. This is what Nancy Pelosi just said. Here's what Steve Mnuchin just said. Now there are channels popping up that are just giving nonstop.
You're speaking on the wrong side.
Flip that thing.
Jack, why didn't you say anything earlier?
It was facing the right side. You flipped it around.
How?
Because when you did your thing, you moved the mic and then brought it back. But I had it facing the right way in the
So
beginning.
for the last 7 minutes, I've been talking the wrong
Yes.
way.
It's all good though. I'm
All
sure
right.
we can still hear it.
Anyway, there are now YouTube channels out there making hourly updates on Dogecoin.
Really?
Yes, Mike Davis.
And they're blowing up.
They're blowing up.
You're joking.
It's unsustainable. There's no way, because right now, here's the thing. The algorithm works in very mysterious ways. It sees that, like, if there's a lot of short-term interest in something, it's going to start pumping that
the hell out
content
of
to
it.
everybody. It's unsustainable. But in the short term, what people realize is that if they catch on these waves very early on, and all of a sudden they start pumping out Dogecoin content, it's going to keep recommending their page over and over and over again.
That's true.
Mike Davis is an example of a newer channel where up until a week ago, getting maybe like a few hundred views a video. All of a sudden last week, his views exploded from, I think it was a few hundred views to then 20, 30, 40,000 views per
crazy.
video to 100,000 views a video on
That's
basically a
crazy.
brand new channel. 100,000 views a video.
This is my thing. I want to make quality content, and I want it to have substance and to have meaning behind every single video I do. I don't want to just do a video just for the sake of doing a video if it's not important. Some people have told me I should start doing daily updates of my portfolio, like where I'm at today. You know what I mean? Up of 100,000, down 100,000, or whatever the case may be. But I'm like, I feel like if I just keep flooding my channel with just updates on my portfolio or anything that pops up, then it's gonna lose a little bit of that like
is.
substance.
Yeah.
So should I just start another channel?
No,
Like a news
just
channel?
don't share updates. Share updates on Instagram. If you want
Okay.
people to see what your portfolio is at every day, post a screenshot to Instagram.
Okay, and I'm just stick to the like concentrated
Right.
substance
But
videos.
yeah, but my point is that like the channel Mike Davis is not the only one. I've seen at least 3 or 4 other channels out there that are making like hourly updates of the price of Dogecoin from 8 o'clock in the morning to 12 p.m. at night. Guys, here's what so and so just said about Dogecoin, or they're even going into crazy theories about Dogecoin, about the meaning of certain things. Mike Davis, I listened to one of these things. It is.
I hate those theories.
Listen,
it's just junk.
Here's the thing. He made like an 8-minute video saying, just analyzing, breaking down the hidden message in SNL about Dogecoin. There was a date that popped up. It was like June 13th or something like this. And he's like, if we take this date and we apply it to this thing over here, it means this. And then if we interpret this in this way, that means that Elon Musk is secretly trying to tell us that on June 13th, one of these years, it might be this year, could be next year, could be 10 years, one of these days, something massive is going to happen. And it also like goes back to Dogecoin.
Why June 13th?
Apparently that date randomly popped up in the middle of some sort of episode within the SNL thing. And they're trying to like decode what that means. I don't want to play too much of the, you know what, let me show you. I'll play this a little bit of this in 2 times speed because it's so unbelievable. I was listening to this thing in my head like, is this real? I almost don't believe it's real because like who would actually believe this? Elon's hidden message, 130,000 views in 24 hours. So that's it. What do you think of that? What do you think of that theory?
Okay. So I'm the type of person where I don't discredit anything just for the sake of discrediting it on surface value. I also don't fully believe anything just from hearing it the first time, right? I got to do my own research. So when I first got into Dogecoin, there were some similar to that, some conspiracy theories about, oh, what is the biggest wallet, DH5? Oh, is that Elon Musk? Is he like owning a third of all the Dogecoin? You know what I mean? Like, I even, thought that's what it was too at the time. And I was like, there was all these messages encrypted, all these people saying this, that, and the third. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, who knows? That could be possible. And then I was wrong, right? And then that wasn't the case. So these things you need to take with a grain of salt. Like some of it is interesting, like the Doge spelling, DOGE, like the first letter of every song on whatever playlist he put up there. That's interesting, you know what I mean? The June 23rd or whatever he was talking about, like maybe it was completely random. Maybe there is something. But this is the thing. As far as the Saturday Night Live thing, to me, there's way more going on there than Elon Musk. That's not Elon Musk's show. You know what I'm saying? So like, he's not gonna create the show around his whatever his purpose for Dogecoin is. That's not gonna happen. Like, he's just a guest on a show that's already been put together, and then skits were put together, and he's saying what he needs to say. So as far as that specifically, I don't really believe it. But who knows? Like maybe he's onto something. But I just don't think the Saturday Night Live thing really. I don't think Elon Musk had that much power, I'll put it that way, at Saturday Night Live to make the scenes surround what he has, his agenda or whatever, you know what I mean?
Do you think he's got some like hidden agenda behind it all, like some cryptic messages that he's trying to tell us, but he's trying to do it in a secret way? Do you believe that?
I feel like Elon Musk believes more in Dogecoin than he puts on. I'll put it that way. Because there have been way too many times where he went out on a limb for Dogecoin, which makes no sense for somebody to just be trolling that hard. You know what I mean? Like, he's not a troll. Like, a lot of people, they see Dogecoin. Because think about it like this. You got the richest man in the world behind a very powerful car company, and he's over here talking about joke meme coins, right? Where does the credibility go when there's other investors wanting to go into Tesla investing or whatever the case may be? It just goes out the window. So he has to play coy. Elon Musk has to pretend like everything's one great big joke that he's doing, and you shouldn't take him serious. You know what I mean? But then he'll throw in little tidbits, little like truths in there. For example, the Fate Loves Irony quote saying that the most entertaining outcome is usually the most likely. Wow, like why wouldn't he just leave it at I just love memes? Why would he add Fate Loves Irony? Why would he add all these extra little, things here and there? I don't know. What do you guys think? Jack?
I've been telling Jack this stuff for a while. Jack, you're still holding, right?
I paper handsed.
What? I was about to pound you.
Wait, did you actually?
You're joking.
No, part of me.
He's completely joking. He's joking.
No, I believe Jack. This is one
Jack,
of the,
you're joking.
This is one of the few times where I'm gonna believe you. I'm gonna go on if you're joking with me, then you got me.
I paper handsed. Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
I could tell when
But
Jack
here,
is being serious.
let me-
I could tell.
Because I'm
I could tell.
ashamed. Because I'm ashamed.
You
That's
should be
why.
ashamed.
I know. That's why.
Tell me
you
what
can tell.
happened.
Okay. So.
Explain this. How did this happen?
Right.
Wow.
So obviously.
I'm bewildered.
I know, but hey, the story is not over yet. Okay, the story is not over.
Flabbergasted, Jack.
I know, as you should be. Okay.
You guys were really good friends too.
I thought we were homies, man.
Were?
I thought we were
We are
BFFs.
homies, bro.
You paper-handed like a little paper-handed
No,
pansy.
but it's not like
What
that.
do you want me
It's-
to say to that?
It's not like
guys
I
have
that.
have
to
to
go down,
disown
Jack.
you.
I put more Dogecoin in the market for you to buy. That's what I did. You should be
You
thanking
bought
me.
the dip.
I did.
You
buy
bought-
this
you
dip.
took
We can
my
talk
coins.
about the dip that I bought, by the way. I bought another 30,000 coins a few nights ago, but we'll talk
We'll
about
talk about
later.
that after this.
Right. So
Yeah.
basically, I paper hands.
What happened?
And
I'm in awe.
I know. You should
Walk
be.
us through this. What happened?
Right. So it was pumping up, and then it was around 73 cents, and this was the day of
Yeah.
the
Go
incident
ahead.
with Elon Musk.
Yeah.
So obviously, I kind of knew it's going to crash after SNL. I knew it was going to happen. Obviously, you don't know, but I kind of had an idea it was going to happen. So I sold half. Okay. And I sold. Don't give me that look. Don't give me that
sold
look.
half
I
at
sold
what
So
price?
disappointed.
73 cents. What?
I'm
Of
happy.
course, Graham's proud of
I'm
you.
happy. What did I say in the last episode? I'm like, I would sell it in the low 70 cents. Because I didn't see it getting
You
much
sold
beyond-
half at 73
I said when it
cents.
hits 70, anything above 70, sell it.
What about the other half?
The other half, I messed up. And I sold basically at the lowest point possible.
40
because
cents.
You got worried?
No, it wasn't 40 cents, it was 50. But like, essentially what happened was I was trying to sell, and on Robinhood it wasn't allowing me to sell, and it kept canceling me out, and I lost like
Yeah.
$1,000 in a matter of like, I don't even know how long, like 5 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, because I kept trying to sell, but it wasn't allowing me to do so.
When was that? Was
This
like
was during
immediately-
SNL. Like, this was,
Oh, so after the big whale sold off.
yeah.
happened.
Robinhood didn't allow you to sell. Like, the servers were
Yeah,
crashing.
we're
issue with
watching.
it.
And I'll talk about that right afterwards.
Right.
Yeah.
So I had to hold on to that, and then I ended up selling, and I lost like $1,000. But in total, I turned
Good.
my initial. I know, good. I deserve it, right?
No, you do.
I turned that $100 into it was like 13,500 or something like that.
Isn't
So-
Jack the same guy that said he was going to hold if it dropped down to 5 cents? I vividly
Listen,
remember this.
I would have
But-
sold. I'm happy that you sold at 70 something cents. I would have sold.
But here's
whole
the thing,
lot
here's
at
the thing.
70 something cents.
I'm not done.
What is-
okay.
okay, let's go. Let's
I'm
go.
buying more. Okay. I'm opening up an account on Binance, and I'm buying more.
Let's
Right.
go.
As soon as the dip happens, I'm
And
buying
what
the
was
dip
the point of you selling?
to make money. Because I turned
didn't make
$100
sense.
into 13,000.
Yeah, because then you're
And-
going to pay tax on that. So you're
Yeah.
right off the bat, 20%'s gone. Wait, no, short term. You're paying short term capital gains on that, right?
Right. Well, we don't have to go into the logistics.
Yeah, we do because that you're looking at 37%.
Look.
No,
as-
no, you're not 30%. You're at 30%.
As-
Short-term, yeah,
Sure,
short-term,
30%. That's fine.
all.
I'm okay with that. As you have probably recognized, Dogecoin is very cyclical. Like, it's low, and then it goes high, and then it goes low, but the low is a little higher.
Can't time the market, Jack. That's the worst mistake you can possibly make. And that works both in the crypto world and the stock world. You can't try to time it. You're not
I
gonna
did
get
time it. I sold half at the highest possible point.
I know, and then you sold the other half at the lowest possible
Yeah.
point.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, that's
you know
not
what I
good.
mean?
Okay.
I would have sold the entire thing. Either you're all in or you're all out.
Yeah, you're all in or you're all
Because
out,
seriously,
bro.
I wouldn't have sold the second part. Like, it's one thing to say, okay, I sold half at 70.
And then you hold the
let's
rest.
say, and you hold the rest. That I would actually understand.
Jack.
I'm actually more against you selling the other half.
I wanted to see what would happen during SNL. Maybe it shot up to $1, and I would like to exit my other half at $1. That was my plan. And it didn't do that, so I exited, and I was like, I need to get out because it was crashing. So I panic sold. Okay.
You panic sold. You paper-handed pansy, you.
Okay, you
would
cannot
sell
call
the
me a
thing.
paper hands after I held on for dear life
Jack
for
held on
like
longer.
10 months.
I told Jack to sell 27 cents.
He told me to sell so many times.
35 cents told you to sell.
He
but
sold
you know what, you
40
did better.
cents.
Yeah.
All the time he told me to sell. And guess what I did?
What?
Diamond hands. Okay.
So when are you buying the dip?
Oh, I'm opening up an account like right now.
So you're buying today?
I'm not buying today, but I'm getting ready. Like I'm gonna load the account
much
with
are you
some
gonna buy?
money. I don't know. I haven't made my mind up yet. It depends on what the price action of Dogecoin. Like if it goes down a lot, then I'll buy in a lot.
This interview just got intense.
So
Yeah.
I got two things to say. One, let's talk about Robinhood really quick.
Okay.
So my understanding with Robinhood, with no proof whatsoever, is that at the time where it dropped, so we had one big whale who sold off. I don't know how many tens of millions of dollars they just dumped at 74 cents. That dropped the price. That panicked a lot of people to then say, this is it. Everyone wanted to sell at the same time. And what's unique with these exchanges is that they each trade at like a slightly different price, because like one exchange might have more buyers than, let's say, another exchange who has more sellers. But what happens with Robinhood, my understanding, is that it creates its own ecosystem of like buyers and sellers. And when they can't match all the sellers with buyers, when there aren't enough buyers out there, it kind of seizes the system. So what ended up happening, my theory here, is that everyone wanted to sell at the same time. There weren't enough buyers of Dogecoin to match with the sellers, and that caused the price to temporarily halt until they were able to reach that equilibrium. Because otherwise what would happen, if everyone wanted to sell, and there's like one person willing to buy at like 10 cents, that would just crash the values to 10 cents, whatever someone's willing to pay. And then it would create havoc in between exchanges, because you'll have like Webull on one side trading for like 70 cents, but Robinhood, all of a sudden everyone's selling there and it's 15 cents.
That's true.
So that's what I think happened with Robinhood.
Can we also talk about my double Dutch theory?
What's that?
So you saw what Jack was saying, right? Well, I wanted to make some money, you know what I mean? So he sold it, and then now he wants to buy the dip and sell it high and buy it low and sell it high. All right, let's talk about the double Dutch theory, okay? I came up with this. This is based on my own personal investing history, okay? Back when I was buying Tesla, back in 2019, I was early investor with all, not early investor, that was my earliest years of investing. I was buying into Tesla and putting, it was funny because I think I was pretty much all in on Tesla, and I didn't even realize that's what I was doing. I was like, I love Tesla, I'm buying Tesla stock, every little bit of extra money I have from my paychecks, Tesla stock, Tesla stock, Tesla stock. So what did I do? I mean, maybe I had like 10 grand, 20 grand, something like that after a certain amount of time. And what happens? Let's say the price goes up, right? And I check my phone and I'm like, oh, I'm up $1,000 or $2,000, right? It takes me like, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to come up with this? I could just sell right now and lock in my profit, right? So what do? I sell. And then I have, oh, great, I got $1,000 or $2,000, right? Then what happens? Well, I want to buy back in, so I try to buy back in, right? And then the price drops and I lose $1,000. So I'm over here like making a little bit, losing a lot, or making a lot and then losing a little bit. Like it was never like, it was never a sound strategy, right? I was like, you're always gonna lose because you don't know what's gonna happen, right? So my whole strategy became, and like I said, I always say this, shout out to Jeremy, man. Shout out to Jeremy. He said this that resonated with me in one of his videos. He said, when you go into a stock, you wanna look at it like you're gonna be in it anywhere from 2 to 5 years. You never wanna jump into a stock to make a quick flip or anything like that because you don't know what's gonna happen, right? So it took me buying and selling, like an earnings call would come up, right? And I'm like, oh, Tesla probably killed it. Yeah, he probably killed it. So let me leave the money in. And then they were short or whatever on production and it drops and I'm like, fuck, I lost it. Oh, sorry guys.
No, it's okay.
You're just creating extra work for Alex right now to edit that out.
But something like that would happen. Or for example, for example, this really happened. Like, and it almost like you flip a coin, right? I'm all in or I take it all out, right? You flip a coin, it could go either way. Every single time I was wrong. Another time happened, I was like, okay, great. Let me put all this money into Tesla. And then earnings calls about to come up and I'm like, there's so many reports about Tesla like falling short. Let me just take the money out because what if it drops and I'll just buy it lower, right? Shoots up to 300. I'm like, oh my God. The last thing that happened, and this is why I started diversifying my stocks, was Cybertruck. Sure. I'm like, Cybertruck is gonna be the future. Everybody's gonna love it. It's gonna be a radical design. We're gonna like love this thing, right? So all in on Tesla for the Cybertruck. Right before, like the day before, it was at like 350, 360, right? Cybertruck happens, the glass shattering thing fiasco happens, right? And it drops down to like 300 something. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, all right, I'm done with this. Let me just buy some Uber. I'll buy some Carnival Cruise Lines. I'll buy, some of this. And I just started buying a little bit of everything. And it took me going through that. It was like my training wheels to understanding that if you try to jump in and jump out and jump in and jump out, that's what people are doing now with crypto. I have a lot of friends like the new coin, right? Yeah. The new Dookie Poo-Poo coin, right?
Shiba coin.
Yeah, whatever the coin may be. They're like, this is the next one, jump on it. And then people lose money, make money. And it's all this hop in, hop out, hop in, hop out. No, you pick something you believe in. You do as much research as you possibly can. It has to make sense to you, and you have to truly have faith in it. And then you buy it and you hold it for at least a year. That's what I tell everybody.
The problem with that theory, though, is that you end up eventually with a situation like Cisco, where they saw a huge run-up during the dot-com boom. 2000, 2001, this thing peaked. It has still not recovered. In over 20 years, it's still trading significantly lower than the peak it was back in 2001.
Okay, but was it a good business? Was there
It's still
fundamentals
around
behind
today.
it? Was it
Listen,
quality? Was
yes.
it sound investment?
Yes, absolutely. They're one of the few businesses overall during the dot-com boom that is still around today. They're still in business. They're still doing well. It's just they were so overvalued in 2000.
When they first came out.
No, that was, I don't think they became publicly traded then. It's just during the dot-com boom, that was the point where everyone thought, okay, you know what, anything internet related is going to be the future. And it turned out to be the truth.
Didn't something happen like that with Amazon?
Amazon was the same thing.
It went all the way up and then went all the way down.
Amazon took, I believe it was like 12 years, maybe 12 to 15 years, just to get to the point it was back at the peak in 2001.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But you have to think, how many people actually held on? Because Amazon, I think it dropped like 90%.
That's true.
Imagine losing 90% of your investment, and it does nothing for a decade. And you're thinking, you know what, that was a good idea. Let me keep buying more. Of all the companies out there, a small handful actually ended up doing well. Very small. A lot of those companies just went completely bankrupt. They went bust.
I believe that. Here's what I think. I'll put it like this. Tesla is another company that I wholeheartedly have so much faith in, and I know it's going to change the world, and I know it's going to be much bigger than what it is right now. If I wasn't in crypto, I'd probably be like having a bunch of Tesla shares, because even if it goes down, because right now it's down, right? Right now Tesla's down, right? I would continue to hold, and because it's something that I see a future where Tesla is basically running the game when it comes to automobiles and everything else they're doing. SpaceX, what's the other thing with this? Starlink,
Yeah.
all that other stuff, boring company.
I mean, that's not Tesla, though.
It's not, but it's all connected.
It's like,
in a weird way.
Yeah.
Kind of, but you're not paying for that. Like, if you buy a Tesla stock, you're not paying for Starlink.
Yeah, but-
Okay, if you buy Tesla stock, are you paying for SpaceX?
No.
Really?
Really.
I feel like if
Not
there's a
paying for-
big,
yeah.
like, groundbreaking thing that SpaceX does, it's going to
The
affect
hype,
Tesla stock.
the hype does, but I'm not paying
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah, but if you're
it
buying
does play a
Tesla
role.
at this
It plays a
price
role.
right now, you're
It plays a
not
role.
actually paying into like how well Tesla's actually doing. It's just hype that you're buying into if you buy right now.
Yeah, but at least it's based on the fundamentals of the
Isn't
Tesla
it?
car.
Oh, I don't think that Tesla price is
car,
based off of Tesla
the
fundamentals
solar,
right now.
Wait,
the battery,
wait,
and the
wait,
tech.
Let's
You're
talk about
paying for that.
Let's talk about that.
But
Tesla, do I believe Tesla's overvalued as a stock? Possibly a little bit,
Yeah.
but I feel like there's so many things happening behind the scenes and like so many like leaps and bounds that it's done over the years that I feel like it's earned a lot of that. Honestly.
you're not paying for SpaceX when you buy Tesla.
I,
That's something you need to acknowledge. Because people think no, they're not.
so if people think that they're connected, then aren't like
Does that play a role?
Yeah,
But they're
Does that
mistaken.
play a role?
People think a lot of things. People think the Earth is flat. That doesn't make it any more true. I mean, it's just that they're wrong.
Okay, but that's a
Yes.
different thing because that's
Not at all. People are mistaken all
no,
the
but
time.
certain things play into other certain things.
That's
like
a drastic comparison. Though.
Yeah,
Come
you
on.
can't make that
Come
comparison. That's
on.
not fair.
I can't, because I just did. I just did make that comparison.
But you
My-
think
my
that there's
point
no
being-
actual value in Dogecoin, right? But people do, and it drives up the price,
I
and a
think
lot of people
there's-
made a lot of money.
Let's talk about Tesla for Dogecoin.
People make money in lottery tickets.
Let's talk about
Right.
Tesla for Dogecoin.
What?
Do you think it's going to happen and when? Tesla for
please.
Dogecoin.
Yes, I think Tesla will accept Dogecoin
In the next 6 months, in the next year.
next year.
Yeah, I would actually. agree with
I
that.
would probably say that with 90% certainty. Elon Musk would be stupid not to accept it. Because here's the thing. Whether or not they actually keep Dogecoin, he could just immediately accept
That's
it
true.
and
That's
sell
true.
it off and be done. That's what I would do. Because
true.
when the price fluctuates
Of course you would.
20%. And here's the thing too, as soon as Elon Musk is receiving Dogecoin, now I would imagine there becomes some scrutiny on him where if he's pumping the price of Dogecoin. and
No, but
making
I
all
feel
these
like then
things-
it's gonna have to be. He's gonna have to be like more cautious on his tweets and all that stuff
absolutely.
when it comes to that.
But it's free marketing for Tesla. Like, I think for
true.
him, it's a no-brainer if he's able to do it.
Facts.
Accept Dogecoin, turn around and sell it to me. It doesn't matter. But just the fact that you're like, ooh, this cool company goes and accepts Dogecoin as payment, I think that would be short-sighted of him not to do that.
Question: do you think that would serve as a catalyst for the mass adoption and other companies looking at it? Damn, Tesla is accepting Dogecoin. Maybe. Hey guys, maybe we should. You know what I mean? Do you
Yep.
think that's gonna happen?
Yeah. I think it heightens the chances of that happening, and I think from there, it should. Right now, it's marketing. I mean, no one's doing this because it's like, oh, we want to collect Dogecoin. They're doing it because guess what? They get exposure. People think it's kind of funny. They get the joke.
But that ultimately adds value to Dogecoin.
But for how long? And how much value could be added and for how long?
The more people have Dogecoin, the more people want to spend.
I think eventually it's not going to be funny anymore. And at that point,
it's a meme.
Yeah, I know, but at some point,
classic meme at that.
At some point,
it's the original OG meme.
At some things can only be funny for so long before at some point they got to stand on their own. And the question becomes,
fun.
The question it is. It's fun now, but listen,
fun.
I like the movie Forrest Gump. I really like that movie. But if I watch that movie every single day for a year, I'm going to get bored of it. It's not going to be fun anymore.
Okay.
It's fun with like here and there. You know, I enjoy it.
Okay.
But I think Dogecoin, in order to be actually like taken as a serious currency or really used, it can't be the butt of the joke. They're gonna put big Dogecoin in my Chipotle.
but how cool would that be? I feel like I honestly feel like memes are the language of our generation. Memes are the language of the millennials, and I feel like if we choose to pick Dogecoin as the currency that we want to use, and we put value in that, and we say this Dogecoin right here is worth $1, and I want to buy something with it, and I'm going to go to 7-Eleven, and somebody behind the counter at 7-Eleven is going to say, I also believe that, and I'll take that as $1.
They're not going to be saying that 20 years from now.
Because it'll probably be about $10.
So it's okay, so $10 Dogecoin would be a market cap higher than all the money invested in the entire market right now.
Facts, but by
so there would be more money. Yeah. So yes, if Jerome
everything
Powell,
else will go up.
If Jerome
Bitcoin
Powell
will go up.
prints
Everything will go
3
up.
times the currency in exist, like basically, if we have the national debt held in Dogecoin, then maybe $10 Dogecoin is possible.
But I'm just saying, I feel like everything else, it wouldn't be just Dogecoin by itself rising. It would be Bitcoin would be at $1 million, or Ethereum would be at $20,000. I don't know. Like things could continue to rise, and Dogecoin is just gonna continue to go too.
Memes are something that are sick. They like a meme comes up and it's funny. Remember when the Bernie Sanders meme was funny?
That was hilarious.
Everyone was talking about it, but it's not funny anymore.
But
Dogecoin, it was in the moment. But give it a week or two.
Dogecoin represents memes. Does that make sense? Dogecoin is not, we're not looking at it at face value and saying this is going to go out of style next week, because it represents all the memes. It represents the Bernie Sanders meme. It represents meme culture and the meme language. So I feel like us using Dogecoin as payment is paying homage to the memes that we love every single day.
I don't know. I remember back when like AOL was a thing. Like I remember when I was 12 years old going to AOL, and AOL was like the most genius thing in the world. You'd have your like AIM on the one side, you'd have email,
You remember that?
You gotta finish. Like you gotta finish.
You remember that, Jack?
No, Jack is too
you
young
don't
for
know.
that.
You don't remember it, do you?
No.
Jack doesn't remember.
Back in my day, Jack, we used to have to put the little disc in there and get 24 hours for free.
Yeah. Remember? And your mom would pick up the phone. You'd lose internet. Mom,
and then you'd be like, Mom, I can't get online.
Yeah. Talking to my friends, but you literally get home from school, you go on AIM, and you talk with your friends after school.
Do you remember the first website you ever went to?
I do. Oh, it was probably like Pokemon.com or something.
The first website I ever went to, www.beaniebabies.com. And you know how long that took to load, my guy? You stare at the screen and it's like, shoot, shoot.
Yeah, I hate. She would come back.
Like it wouldn't just pop up.
Yeah.
It would like roll it out. It was almost
Yeah,
like,
it started at the top of the page and then
yeah. You had to wait like a minute or two for the whole page to load.
I remember I used to go on this this website of like reef aquariums, and everyone was posting pictures of their aquarium on there. I would click the page and then have to come back 20 minutes later.
Yes, because
the pictures would take so long to load.
That, especially if it was like full color pictures or like high quality, like you would hate to go to those websites because you'd be like, damn it, like you know what I mean. Like,
And it was the thing too. Believe it or not, I wanted to post my own pictures of my tank on Reef Central, and what I had to do, I had to get an actual camera, print out the get those actual pictures developed, scan those pictures,
Jack is like, what
and
world
then
is
get them
this?
on the computer. Digital cameras
Jack.
cameras were like $1,200. They were
Yes.
just coming out. So in order to get a picture on there, you had to scan it.
Yes. Facts.
That is crazy.
Facts, Jack.
Yeah,
This
that's
is the
foreign
world that we
to
come
me.
from.
Right, right. And there were no videos. Napster was like
Nope.
they were just coming up. You would just barely be able to download music. But the point being is that back then, that was the thing. AOL was untouchable.
Yeah.
How many
facts.
people use AOL now? Nobody.
That's true. That's true.
Nobody.
That's true.
There are things that come up that are in the moment. I mean, that I believe changed like instant messaging.
No,
was
but
never a
if you
thing
look at
before.
it, that was what MySpace was, though, Graham. Like AOL was revolutionary for what it was, right?
Yeah.
Then we had to work the kinks out, and somebody else got it
Yes.
better. Gmail killed it, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Same thing with MySpace. MySpace rolled out, revolutionary. Social media. We can do this. We can personalize our page. You remember
Right.
MySpace?
I'd never had.
Do you
Okay.
remember what was it? LiveJournal.
Yes.
Remember LiveJournal?
Yes. So, but like MySpace, for example.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
Okay, so yeah,
How old are you?
31.
Okay. So MySpace came out. It was like the craziest thing in the world that you could have your own personal page and you could like put graphics on it, and then when somebody goes to it, they know you as a person. You know what I mean? Well, they had so many bugs and so many issues that they went by the wayside. And guess who worked out the kinks and fixed it and made it something that could be structured and actually works? Facebook, right? So just because something comes out and is revolutionary doesn't mean that, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't mean that it's supposed to last or it does last. Usually, most times, it'll come out, it'll shake up the market or whatever, and somebody else will come in and like make it better. And it'll be like the second or third time around, we'll like figure it out, you know?
Right, but my point being is that I think that also relates to Dogecoin. There is a risk that Dogecoin is revolutionary for the moment. People like it now. Give it 10 years and things might change.
I would say this. If Dogecoin came out 2 months ago and was just created and it was this thing everybody wanted to buy and people jumped in and people would say, hey, we're going to be millionaires out of this, right? I would be super cautious. It wasn't until I found out about Dogecoin a week before I went all in. So when I found out about it, I thought it was a brand new coin. I'm like, this is genius. Somebody puts a meme on a coin and now we can buy stuff with it. What? But guess what? It wasn't brand new. It wasn't until I did my research. I was like, wow, this came out in 2013. That's crazy. That means this entire time it's lasted. It's had a backbone. It's had a community behind it. It's had people actually using it over the years when other cryptocurrencies that promised things never did anything, but Dogecoin was never supposed to do anything. So I feel like that's the beauty of it. You know what I mean? The joke is the beauty of it. And now we're getting to the point where it's become a household name. People know about it. It's on SNL. It's on Ellen's show. It's, you know what I mean? So Dogecoin isn't new. Dogecoin has lasted and showed staying power. So this is something that I can easily get behind.
But can it be what it is today without the attention? If Elon Musk doesn't tweet about it, if it's not on TV, if we're not talking about it on YouTube, can it actually stand on its own if people forget about it?
It lasted all the way up into January of 2021 without anything other than Elon's tweets.
But the difference is a market cap difference of $100 billion.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
But the difference is an underground rapper that does open mics down the street versus Drake. Like there's a huge difference between somebody who nobody knows about versus somebody who now the public knows about. So you're not talking about just the USA here. Right. We're talking about Germany. We're talking about Brazil. We're talking about these other
countries. Wouldn't you say Mike
on.
Tyson is similar to that? Went from being an underground fighter, became one of the wealthiest fighters of all time, then went bankrupt.
That's a very specific comparison.
Yeah, but you're making a very specific comparison to Drake.
That was a general.
Yeah, I said
specific.
superstar artist. You know what I mean? It could be Drake. It could be J. Cole. It could be Kendrick.
we could pick so many different athletes. Or
I know, but
but he's saying like a general thing. It's like they both exist and they're both of the same skill level, but some people know about one and some people don't.
Yes, but just like those examples, there are other examples of people who make it big and then blow it.
But that's within that's more narrowed down. That's a narrowed down argument.
I don't think so.
Yes, it is. It's his argument, but it's narrowed down.
This is the thing. My argument is the difference between an underground rapper that nobody knows about in the United States doing some shows at open mics versus somebody who's widely known. Whether that somebody who's widely known decides to make some bad personal choices and goes bankrupt or broke, it doesn't matter. It could be Drake. It could be MC Hammer. Was a huge artist in his day and blew it all. Like it doesn't matter what happens. I'm just comparing like a no-name rapper to a superstar rapper.
Look at almost every stock that's blown up. Almost every single one of them. If first of all, none of them see run-ups of 20,000%. None. Not one stock. Unless we're talking about like a scammy penny stock, maybe in certain examples. But almost none of them stay there.
Doge is different.
But
Doge isn't a stock.
But Doge is different. Yeah, it's a currency, and that is another issue that eventually the SEC is going to begin regulating this, because there's very little difference between a currency and a security. The way they're currently being traded,
Right.
very little difference. And the only gray area is that technically these currencies are decentralized, so there's no one point of contact that the SEC can force to comply with regulation. That's the only difference.
Yeah, that's
Otherwise,
definitely something to worry
these
about.
currencies are basically, they're securities. They're wrapped up securities as a currency. That's all it is. Eventually, this can't continue.
I mean, yeah, but that's just across the board though. That's with any crypto. Like if they're gonna regulate stuff, they're gonna regulate Bitcoin. They're gonna regulate Ethereum.
Bitcoin, there was a court ruling that determined that Bitcoin was a currency. They did not say the same about Ethereum, but they ruled that Bitcoin is a currency.
Why do you think that is?
There's too much involved with Ethereum, I think, for them to make a determination.
I also heard Ethereum's supposed to crash crazy at some point.
Wait, so if something is seen as a currency by the government, it's taxed differently than a security?
No, there's different regulations in terms of like ICOs. And,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
got it.
Right. So as a security, you have to be licensed. It has to be go through the proper channels. That was the issue with Ripple, is that they determined that because Ripple was a part of its parent company, or like it benefited its parent company in such an obscure way, that was treated as a security, and they fined the owners of not the owners, but the people who were in charge. I think it was like a $1.2 billion unlicensed securities exchange. It was some crazy stuff.
Another thing that I talked to, we'll meet Kevin a little bit, was he asked me why Dogecoin specifically. Well, there's other meme coins, there's other coins that you can use like to buy and sell things with. Why Dogecoin specifically, right? And I brought up the example of the Mavericks, right? So they sell merch, they sell tickets for Dogecoin, right? But it's not just Dogecoin. They sell it with other cryptocurrencies. You can buy it with anything else. So why does Mark Cuban specify the sales that he made with Dogecoin, right? He made a tweet saying, oh, we sold X amount of whatever for X amount of Dogecoins. This is incredible. This is great. Somebody responded to his tweet saying, why don't you talk about the other crypto? Like, I bought it with this, or I bought it with this other coin or whatever. He's like, because everyone chooses Doge. Everyone chooses to use Doge. All the other cryptocurrencies are also available that you can use to buy merch and tickets, but they don't get used as often.
You know, I'll tell you, because the YouTube algorithm's not promoting those other coins. Everyone only cares about Doge because it's marketing. Cuban's a great marketer. He's on Shark Tank. He's a good marketer. And he acknowledges that if he
That's delicious,
accepts...
by the way.
Yeah,
That's
thank you, man.
really
Thank
good,
you.
Graham. Like 20 cents goes a long way.
Mark Cuban is a good marketer. But that's why he's taking Dogecoin.
Okay.
It's exposure. I don't think he cares about Dogecoin at all.
You don't think so?
No.
Why would he buy it for his kids?
It's fun. It teaches him about investing.
What did you say it was?
It's
fun.
What did you say?
Yes,
It's fun.
there we go.
And
He
it teaches
admitted
him-
it.
But he also had his kid
fun.
buy GameStop during the whole like the run
that's
of
a
the whole
little-
saga.
That's different.
Yeah, that's different.
Oh, but that's different. So
Yeah.
so GameStop running from like $3 to $400, that's different than Dogecoin running up way more, 10 times more than that.
Yeah.
Hedge funds were bleeding. You had these super billionaire people losing money every time the little guy made money, right? So they had it in their best interest to stop that at all costs, even going as far as to doing something illegal by disabling the buy button on Robinhood. Guess what? Dogecoin doesn't have hedge funds. Dogecoin doesn't really have somebody losing money when we make money.
They do.
There's no who?
The person who's buying is you're selling.
No, I'm talking about hedge funds. I'm talking about multi-billionaires that are like,
they're
against
shorting.
it.
That one guy started shorting Dogecoin. You bet there's got to be.
Well, maybe
some
that's happening
mega-
now, but I'm saying like
some mega
up
wealthy
until this
people.
point, Dogecoin has had no limit, no ceiling, and I feel like the more people get together, the more people come together as a community and decide to hold and decide to buy and hold, that we're gonna just strengthen this in numbers and add value to Dogecoin.
No, because in order for the price to go up, it's relying on other people buying in at an even higher price.
But
Is
that's
it not?
Okay, let's talk
Yeah.
about that. Isn't it the same way with Amazon? If I buy into Amazon right now, am I paying way more than somebody that bought Amazon 10 years
Yeah,
ago?
but with Amazon, you have a company behind it. They're producing something. They're
I get
giving
it, but it's the
something.
same
They're giving
concept.
something a service. They're giving something of service with decades of history behind it. You're
Dogecoin
comparing
has 8 years. I'm just saying it's
even a
not
decade.
brand new. It's not brand new.
Right, but Amazon never shot up 20,000% either. The thinking that, like, objectively, I think we can look at Dogecoin at like a penny. And we could all say about a penny, okay, I don't see a problem with this. The problem that I see was it goes from a penny to 70 cents within a month. And all of a sudden, in order to sustain that, it'll require more people to get in. And you're saying there's no losers, but the loser is the person who's buying in at 75 and then it crashes.
But that's why I teach people about the dip. And then the first feeling you get of that first dip, everybody has had at some point when they bought in. I had it. I bought it in at 4 cents. Do I wish I got it in under a penny like Jack? Yes. Would I have paper handed like a little pansy? No. But that's besides the point. I'm just joking. But honestly, like the way I look at it is, I look at it as the value in Dogecoin is not only getting created by more people buying it and holding. I feel like the value is also in other companies accepting it as payment and so on and so forth.
But at the end of the day, that is because more people are buying in and holding.
I mean,
that's the only way.
Maybe it's a synergy thing. I don't know, but I feel like at the end of the day, 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years, like I said, when I decided to buy Dogecoin, this wasn't a quick flip for me. I wasn't like, let me jump in and wait till it jumps up and get some more money. You know what I mean? Like, this is a long-term hold. I'm waiting at least a year, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like this is gonna be the future.
There's got to be people buying in though.
I get that.
There's got to be a loser.
Just like I want to buy into Tesla today, I'm gonna get it at way higher of a price than 10 years ago. That's gonna be with Dogecoin. You found out about it late, so you're paying a little bit more because you're paying at something that has more value.
Don't you think there is a chance this thing goes back to 10 cents, 5 cents, and it stays there, and that becomes the market value? 20 years from now, it's trading at 10 cents. We all know 1 Dogecoin, 1 cent. You could go buy your groceries with it. It becomes the new currency, but it's 10 cents. Don't you think
I feel like if you can buy groceries with it and you can buy your haircut with it, it's not going to be a cent.
Let's just say 15 cents. Let's just say
I 5x'd my money at 15 cents. I'm still doing better than I would buy anything on the stock market.
But if you had a chance to sell it today and make way more money, you would have tripled what it would be at 15 cents. And let's just say, what if? Because there's got to be a chance with any investment like this. There's a chance that something happens.
No, I consider that.
There is a chance. There's a small probability that you're going to break even.
No. Breaking even, no. Maybe 15 cents, but not breaking even.
How much of you diamond handsing is principal versus you wanting to make more money on your investment?
At this point, it's a combination, I'm going to be honest with you. I never in a million years thought that it would get to this level for me personally. Like, when I got into Dogecoin, I thought this was an incredible opportunity for me to make a lot of money and change a lot of people's lives, not just my own. Now I'm like looked at as a symbol in a way where I was a degular guy a few months ago having a 9-to-5, driving a piece of shit car. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm anybody down the street. And I was able to be that person and get to the level that I'm at where now I'm a millionaire. And it was by buying and holding Dogecoin. And in a weird way, it's like, I feel like people look at me as an inspiration. So what type of person would I be to look at my 2.3 million and just say, fuck it, I'm out? And just sell it all.
Reasonable
be a loser.
person.
No, I'm
like
just
me,
saying, I feel like I
paper-handed.
would let so many people down. And I feel like that's a part of it for me. Now, it's become a part of it.
But that's the problem. But
I have to show that because the thing is this, do I truly believe in it? Yes. Do I have complete faith that this is gonna go up? Yes. Everything I'm saying is true and factual. Now I just have another reason added on to why I'm diamond
don't you
holding.
think that clouds objective thinking to think that, okay, I have enough to last me the rest of my life. If I play it smart, I'm never going to have to work again. That is the message of Doge.
I bet the popularity that he's gained just based off Dogecoin alone, he can make
That's
at least
not
3
true.
times more than
Not if it
while
goes down.
still holding.
Not if it goes down.
Even if it goes down,
I don't know.
everybody's gonna be like,
People
how much
like
did he
it.
lose?
Yes, they like you.
How much did he lose?
But if it,
how low? How
but-
many loss is
the,
pro
whole,
at?
the story here is that you turned 180 into $2 million.
Yes.
If this goes down, if your 180 turns to 500,000, people do that daily in the stock market. I don't think there's as much of a story there as going from 180 to 2 million.
Really, daily in the stock market,
Yes.
from 180 you go to 550.
Yeah. Yeah, options happens all the time.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like I don't know, man. It's just gotten to a point where I feel like it's bigger than me, and this is just a bigger story and a bigger narrative. And we're talking about community, we're talking about camaraderie, we're talking about coming together and changing things the way we
No,
see it.
but
it's a bigger deal now.
Perception can change so quickly.
But I feel like as
So
long as at the end of the day, I'm authentic, I'm real, this is my life, and this is truly what I believe in and how I go about it. Like, I feel like if people see that and they're like, this guy's real, everything about this guy's authentic, and he really believes in this coin, and he's gonna hold until he can't hold any longer, and I'm gonna be right there with him, helping him out, because he's helping me out by staying up there, when I could easily just cash out and leave. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know, but in your example that like any regular guy can go and become a millionaire with Dogecoin, the same thing could also be spun about lottery tickets. That I'm a regular guy, played the lottery, made $100 million.
Me buying the lottery, there's no camaraderie there. There's no community there. There isn't a bunch of people getting together like, hey guys, let's go buy lottery tickets.
There was, when the lottery hit $1 billion, you should have seen the lines. Because I was in the line, everyone was hyping each other out.
So there were meetups? There were Facebook groups like lottery ticket holders, like, hey guys, who's holding a lottery ticket? Let's go.
I never looked into it that much. But you go down to any gas station, everyone starts telling each other what they're going to spend their $1 billion on a lottery ticket.
It's not the same.
How about with gambling? There are big gambling groups out there.
I'm sure there are.
Yeah, people who play craps together. They dice set craps. They do meetups. They try to beat the system.
But do people that get together to gamble, are they trying to change the world? No. They're just trying to make money. Dogecoin is so much more than trying to make money. Dogecoin is trying to change the world as we see it. Dogecoin is trying to change the economy as we see it in the fiat currency that we don't like.
How is Dogecoin doing what, let's say, something on the Ethereum blockchain can't do?
Nothing. It's just more fun.
Yes, I love it. Yes.
At the end of the day, that's what it is, bro. That's just what it is.
He's not wrong. He's very right.
Thank you, Jack.
I think it's fun now. I want to see it fun 5 to 10 years from now.
So you think the joke's gonna wear off?
I do.
I don't think so.
I don't either, man. This is our life. This is our, like I said, this is the language of our generation.
I just think objectively, you got enough to last forever.
That's true.
Sell it. People would be very happy for you to sell it.
I don't think there's one
person.
Let people down.
I'm with him. I feel like I'm letting people down.
Right? He even felt it at the level that he was at. Imagine me.
You do a better service to show people as an example of what happens when you think objectively, you're practical, you had a goal in mind, you hit it faster than you expected, you were able to set yourself up for the rest of your life, and you played it smart. I think that would that's a much rarer story than people who make it big and then lose it.
But that's not. I don't think that's the type of person you are.
It's not.
No, absolutely not. No.
At the same time, though, I can't sit here and tell people buy the dip. That's funny to say, right? Buy the dip, right? It's funny, right? But am I doing it? Yes, I'm doing it. So I can't tell you to hold, diamond hold, and then over here on the corner, I'm selling 500 coins. Or I'm selling you know what I mean? I can't do that. Like that goes against everything I believe in. So if I'm telling you buy the dip, and then I go and buy the dip at 30,000 coins I bought at 47 cents, that's because I'm in it for real.
This reminds me of late 2017. I had so many friends getting into altcoins, and I remember seeing them 10x their portfolio in a few months. Between the months of like October and December, everyone was putting in $100,000, $200,000. It was worth like $1 million, and they lost 95% of it very quickly.
I do feel like not only is Doge different, good job, Jack, but I also feel like the market is different. The world is different. The world wasn't ready for cryptocurrency in 2017. The world is now ready for cryptocurrency in 2021.
But you're not saying the world is ready for Dogecoin.
The world is ready for crypto, and with crypto comes Doge.
I mean, think about how your life has changed in the past like couple of weeks with Dogecoin and everything. I mean, you've gotten like mainstream media outlets reaching out to you.
Because that's what the algorithms right now are pushing that. So everyone's
He's
like,
not
yeah,
wrong.
we got.
He's not wrong. The algorithms are pushing it.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you, from a YouTube perspective, you got to strike while the iron is hot. If people want a certain topic, you got to give them that topic.
Facts.
And then, attention goes so quickly. And it fades, and it's something else. A month from now, it's going to be something else.
But Doge is forever.
Jack, remember when the market dumped, the market crashed? We got to talk. That was every single video for a while because that's all people want to talk about. And then after a while, people was like, well, nah, it's fine. It's fine. Let's move on to something else.
It's just
now it's
so
cryptocurrency.
much. It's so much bigger now.
Every topic has a wave for a month or two, and it changes to something else.
I'll put it like this. I did not know anything about crypto in 2017. The first year I heard about crypto was 2017 when Bitcoin shot up like crazy, right? That was my first introduction. I like to think I'm pretty hip to like things happening in the world. So I feel like just the fact that I didn't know, and I knew a lot of people that had no idea what it was and just got introduced to it because of 2017. Plus, social media wasn't as ramped up as it is now. There's so many other elements that almost came together in 2021 and kind of aligned that now is the time. That's how I feel.
I mean, my position is still to sell. You'll have enough,
I get it.
buy a house cash. You're going to tell me about Vegas, by the way.
I am. Do we want to talk about that right now?
Yeah, I do.
Let's talk about Vegas, but we should also discuss the things that have been happening in your life.
Oh, that's a lot of
Oh,
stuff.
you know what?
happening.
Let's
There's
talk about
so
what's
much
happening in
stuff
your life.
happening.
What's
So
going
much
on?
stuff
We
happening.
got a lot of people behind this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can-
let's talk about it.
We got to discuss
Let's
this thing right here.
talk. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, guys, it started with the CNBC article with my face in it, me going public with my identity. This dude flipped $180,000 to over $1 million, right? Because at the time I just cracked $1 million. It went from that to Business Insider reaching out to me to write an op-ed. So I sat down one night, 8 hours straight, and I just wrote my whole life down on a Google Doc. And now somebody, isn't that crazy? Now somebody, there's a senior editor over at Business Insider who's basically writing it with me and like making it sound professional and stuff. Like, that's nuts. New York Times reached out to me to do an article with the New York Times. What is life? The other day, yesterday or the day before, they sent out a photographer to take a bunch of pictures of me on my beat up car, eating a Slim Jim. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is life, bro? Like, this is all really happening right now in real time. And then documentary team. Shout out to the documentary team. They reached out to me, interested in my story. I sat down, did an interview for about an hour, and they said, you know what? We want to tell your story. Can you shoot tomorrow? We want to film you waking up and what you do in your life. And I'm over here juicing celery. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, these things are just happening. And then Andre, shout outs to Andre, man. None of this would have been possible without Andre.
Andre, thank you.
So much.
Yeah.
And he knows this. I say thank you every chance I get because I would not be in this position if it wasn't for him.
Yeah, we wouldn't even have been connected if it wasn't for Andre.
None of this would have happened.
So, yeah.
Me, Kevin wouldn't have happened. You guys wouldn't have happened. The live stream, he put his channel on the line. Shout out to Andre. He's never done live streaming before. It could have messed up his whole channel. He's over here live streaming SNL. It could have just crashed his channel and YouTube could have messed it up or whatever. He took that chance because of me. You know what I mean? So, yes, I'm just grateful, man.
I'm just...
Yeah.
Sell.
It's
I'm
real.
just
It's
thinking
real.
sell.
This is
So,
real.
yeah, I'm just thinking sell. But, so what else is going on besides that?
I mean, people keep asking me for money.
Are you serious?
Oh, gosh.
That's the worst feeling in the world, man. Just be happy for me. I come from
asked you
nothing.
for money? Who asked you for money?
Random people on the internet, bro. All the time.
Oh, yeah.
Can you send
no,
me some
I
Dogecoin? Can you give me some money, please, millionaire? I'm like, I'm the brokest millionaire you know. If you guys know how much money I had in my bank account, you'd laugh. I got
How much money do you
100.
have?
I'll tell you. I
how
don't
much money do
care.
you have?
I got $130 in my bank account right now.
Don't you think then it would be a nice idea to
I got a
have-
paycheck coming in a few days. I'm good.
I know, but don't you think it might be a good idea?
I'm about to
sell
pull my
some-
bank account
some-
right
some
now.
Dogecoin?
What are you gonna do with
I'm
your
about to
paycheck?
pull
Fund
up
that bank account.
Graham,
Put some
I'm about to
cash
pull
in
up-
that account. Are you serious?
I
Oh
am
my
right now, but
God.
this has just happened today. I woke up and this happened. This is because both of my credit cards I maxed out, they're put in auto pay. So what happens is they take out the full amount at the end of the month. So I have to call the bank and I have to tell them, hey, can you please send that back? I don't want to pay the full amount right now. I'm gonna pay minimum amount. So this happened
you-
today. So I
yeah,
still
so
gotta
you-
call
can
the
you
bank.
screenshot
Yeah.
that?
I don't care, man. I'll screenshot
Oh,
it.
we'll
Yeah.
block out any numbers
Yeah,
or any
well, yeah.
like. Yeah,
That's
It's a
fine.
negative balance of like $5,400. You don't think it like you just you could.
I'm getting a paycheck
No,
next
if
Friday.
If he
I
markets,
know.
I'll be able
his
to pay
Dogecoin,
a little bit off my credit cards. I'll be able to buy some food, and I don't need much, man, to get by. I'm okay.
know.
If you
I know,
market
man,
all
but
of your
like-
Dogecoin fame and everything, that is way more valuable than the $2 million in
No.
Dogecoin that you have. Yes.
You
You don't
yes.
think so?
No.
Yes.
How much do you make a year
It
with
depends.
YouTube, bro?
But I'm not centered around one thing in particular. What I
But
do is
neither is
all
he. But
things
people will click on
personal
him
finance.
for his
For
personality.
me, as a person, not because of Dogecoin.
But I would say
come for the Doge,
if
stay
you-
for the pro.
Out of 50, let's say,
Andre.
I'm going to be honest. Out of 50,000 people that watch you, I would say probably 90% of that is Dogecoin related. I would say
You don't think they care about me?
I would say 10%. I say this for myself. If I were to post random stuff, maybe 5%, maybe 10 at the very most of my audience would actually watch anything I
vlog.
post.
The
Yeah,
vlog.
the vlog.
Yeah, that's about 10% of my
No,
audience.
it's not.
Yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
Through all
with Jack.
subscribers
No, it's not.
across all the platforms.
Sure, through all subscribers across all platforms.
All
But like,
platforms.
no, I would say it's like 25% of your audience. If your
That's-
main channel videos get 300,000
I'll put it
views,
like this.
That's
you get
potentially
70%.
high,
Graham.
but that's with 4 years of posting almost every day. 4 years of
Graham,
doing
I'll
that.
put it like this.
Yeah.
If I can make what I make at work right now off of YouTube per year, 60 grand, I'd be happy.
I would say potentially doable, but I will say that I believe 10% of your audience will stick around. They will watch anything that you post. So I would
You
take
think it's
whatever.
10%?
Yeah.
You don't
10%,
think,
but
you
in
don't
the
think my
last week-
story is
Yes.
more
In the
than
last
that?
week, he's made 10 grand. Like, if
No, I
he
haven't
were,
made
if he, I
anything.
know if he was monetized.
No.
By the way, I
10%
haven't made
is
anything.
$1,000.
on my
But because
YouTube
of
channel.
Dogecoin, that fades. I have seen so many channels.
know, but I just said
pop up.
10%,
I
so
know,
it's
but I've seen
$1,000 a
so many channels pump up temporarily. They think it's going to last forever, and they don't. I would say that I have 9 out of 10 channels never are able to sustain.
if he can
momentum.
maintain 10%, that's good.
Look.
It takes persistence and dedication. Like, I'm not saying you could do it.
No, yeah.
But
I'm
but
a hard worker, bro.
I know you are.
I feel like I could do it.
But it would take a lot to be able to do that.
Okay.
It's 100% doable. I don't doubt that you'd be able to do it. And I know there are people who would watch anything that you post because they like you. But I would say just
But
consider 10%.
the thing is this, I feel like it's a combination of, like you said earlier, like, I guess I'm likable, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a combination of that. It's a combination of my life story and coming
Yes.
from nothing and being a millionaire in 69 days. I
don't-
feel like
yeah.
it's also a combination of the Doge.
The lifestyle that you
It's-
live is
it's
amazing.
the lifestyle that I live. I'm frugal as
that
hell.
car video is so
I have a
amazing.
video. I don't
yeah.
know if you saw this. I have a video. The title of the video is "Revealing the Car I Drive as a Dogecoin Millionaire." I
Great.
start the video.
Have you
off-
seen it,
concept.
Graham?
No, I haven't.
It is
Yeah.
so funny.
Listen, it's great. They're great concepts, but I'm just saying I don't want to see you lose anything.
No, I get it.
I want to see you walk away from this in a good position
get
to
it.
make money
No,
long term.
I appreciate that.
And
And
not
I
just ride the
appreciate
hype of Dogecoin and
I
you know,
appreciate that,
because
I
it's
do.
not going to be like I've seen
do.
this happen so many
No, I
times.
appreciate that.
It doesn't last.
Seriously.
Yeah. So
I know you
yeah.
mean well, and I know
Yeah.
you care about
Honestly,
me.
yeah.
Even though we just met, I know like
Yeah, I know.
you have good intentions.
And I'm being the only reason I'm being hard because like my biggest fear would be if something happens to this, I think chance of you actually losing money pretty much non-existent.
Okay.
If I were to bet on it, I don't think you're gonna lose money. I think you're 180, 500 grand, whatever. You're gonna make money.
Yeah.
But I would hate to see this die down. Your investment goes down to let's say 500-600 grand. Let's say after tax it's 450.
Okay.
And you're left 450 on something that used to be really exciting that people were all happy
Yeah.
about that might take a long time to get back to this point.
What-
Which point
Okay.
you look back at this, I could have sold, I could have done this and that. Right now, it's like from my perspective, you could lock that in.
No,
it
I
might
get
not
it.
be to its full, but you could lock 80% of it in now, cash out, and
Yeah.
for the rest of your life, you'll be that dude who bought Dogecoin, became a multi-millionaire from it, paid off his house, was smart with your money, and now you can do anything you want. That's how I see it. And that's like 90% guaranteed, just with a swipe up of a little.
I feel like in a weird way, I feel like I could do both. I feel like I could be that symbol for the Dogecoin community and not touch or sell a single coin, and then just bust my ass on YouTube and just create incredible content that not only has to be about Doge, it could be around Doge, it could be about crypto, whatever, and just like work hard. Like I've worked hard my entire life, 33 years of living. I busted my ass, worked really hard to get to this point. I feel like what's another year or two on YouTube until I can get to that level where I'm at 1 million subscribers or 2 million subscribers, and I'm out here pumping out content, and I didn't have to sacrifice the Doge. I didn't have to sacrifice it or sell a single coin. I'm still that for the people, but here I'll also have a successful YouTube channel, and I have other ways of making money, right?
I'm just gonna say the audience is very fickle.
Okay.
It's
No,
extremely
you know,
fickle.
you
And
have
right now,
experience,
and
so you know.
I've just seen it happen so many times where like right now they're all for you, but one little
sure,
change,
for sure.
Dogecoin drops, people lose money, they'll flip. A
No,
lot
I-
of people
I-
flip.
If he
No,
sells
that's a
Dogecoin, the likelihood of him becoming a successful YouTuber goes drastically down.
I think it goes up.
No.
I think it
Because
goes
he's not going to be a personal finance YouTuber that shows
Yeah,
off
I'm
his
not a
investing
finance
portfolio.
guy.
He's a
he'll be
kooky
the
guy
dude
that
who
like
won.
loves.
I'm a kooky guy.
But he's always going to be a kooky guy. But he's going to be the kooky guy who won.
I don't know if that's a compliment or what.
No,
Jack.
I call myself a kook all the
just
time.
messing.
He's the guy who made money. I think his chances, if he sells, of success long term go up. That's what I think. And you know what? But here's
That's
the thing.
crazy. It could go
Time,
either way.
I think time will tell. Because neither of us know. I think he's taking a bigger risk by not selling than the guaranteed likelihood of success long-term by selling today. Anyway, what's going on with Vegas for you?
Vegas, man, it was a pleasant trip. I like that. That's the best way for me to put it. Super last minute. You know, I was on the phone with Andre. He was like, "Bro, let's do a follow-up video." I'm like, "All right." He was like, "I'm booking you a flight, 1 hour. Let's go." I'm just throwing my stuff in the bag. Yeah, I had no idea. Throwing my stuff in the bag. Get to the airport. Fly out there. I'm out there. We shoot all. He got me a hotel. Thank you, Andre. And we shoot all day Thursday. We meet up with you. You know what I mean? We do everything with you guys. And everything's just like new, exciting, like different, like the terrain. You know what I mean?
fun,
Just like
yeah.
where you guys live, like the pool, even though you don't use it that much. But as we're coming back to his house and finishing up, and I'm doing, you know, the intro with him and the outro and all that stuff, the documentary team hits me up and they're like, "Hey, we want to shoot tomorrow morning, you waking up and what you do in your morning routine." And I'm like, I'm in Vegas. And so literally, I'm like, bro, I'm talking to Andre. I'm like, bro, I gotta go. I gotta go now. He books a flight an hour later, and I'm throwing everything back in my bag. Whoop-de-whoop. Get into the. He like beelines and speeds all the way to the airport. I get at the airport. My flight ends up getting delayed and all this crazy stuff. I don't get home till like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. or something crazy, and I gotta be up at like 6 a.m. because the documentary team is coming at 8 a.m. and my place is a mess. So I gotta clean up, I gotta vacuum, I gotta put everything in order, I gotta shower, I gotta look good, you know what I mean? Like, I got, you know.
Do you think it would have been better if you left your
Yeah,
house?
I was
I
gonna say,
couldn't
walk
do
in
that.
and make a better episode to have like underwear on the floor,
Yeah.
socks everywhere.
Bro, I'm Brazilian. We're hospitable as hell. So if I have any person coming to my house, that place has to be a spotless, my guy. Like my mom is a house cleaner to this day. You know what I mean? So like she'd be so disappointed in me if she's looking at this documentary. It's like, you didn't even put your clothes away. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I had to do all that and be ready for them when they got there. And it's just been a roller coaster ride, man. Like I'm so thankful for literally everything. I'm that guy who just is happy to be here. I'm just happy to be here.
Are you gonna move to Vegas?
I'm seriously considering it. So like, it's so funny because I was telling Jack this off camera, bro. Vegas never even crossed my mind until I made money, and now it's like, ugh, LA isn't that great anymore. You know what I mean? Like I gotta get out of here. Like I gotta go to Texas or Vegas or
Come
whatever.
to Vegas. You'll be near Andre and I.
Man, I would love that. I would seriously love that. You guys have been like the greatest, honestly. Like,
Thank you. Yeah.
Seriously.
I want to make sure this turns out well for you, man. I'm
Thank you.
worried. I'm worried for
That's
you.
what
I'm
everybody
like
was
a
saying in the
worried
comment
mother. That's how I
section.
feel. I'm like,
Yeah.
did you sell? Hey, honey, did you sell yet? No, you still holding on? Oh,
You should,
okay.
you know what you should do? You should like have little every once in a while like hit me up and call me like, hey pro, where you at? You
where you
sell?
at?
Yeah, what's your portfolio looking like?
Oh, you didn't sell? All right, man. I'll check in with you a little later.
I'll call
How
you
you
next
doing?
week.
Yeah. Saw the price stuff. You sell?
You saw it on TV. It's not so happy about that.
Oh
It's
man,
funny,
I
man.
just okay.
It's funny.
I just want to make sure this turns out well. Either way, this is one of the episodes
This is
that'll be
amazing.
really fun to look back on.
Yes.
5 years from now.
Yes.
Because I think even like short term with Bitcoin, there's so many times you look back at it. Okay, it went to 3,500.
Yes.
It looks terrible for it, and then
Yeah.
a few years later. So this will be one of those episodes we got to look back on way in the future.
Yeah, I want people to know that I'm doing it for myself, and I'm doing it for the people, and I'm doing it for the community, and I want us all to win at the end of the day.
All right. I would just say first and foremost you got to take care of yourself, because that's how you're able to take care of other people.
That's true.
I want you to lock in and sell 2 million
I
profit.
know you do. I love you, Graham.
Yeah, love you too.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If you could sell right now at a $1 price point per Dogecoin, would you do it?
At $1?
At $1.
After I bought the 30,000 coins, I'm officially, oh, this is great. I get to tell you
you
guys.
have 4 million.
I'm officially at 4 million Dogecoins right now.
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys. So at $1, I'm a 4 millionaire, which would be crazy.
And you would sell or no? You didn't
But
answer
if
the
you sold
question,
at $1, you would never be able to buy back in.
And I continue holding. Until,
you serious?
So this is my thing. Okay, I tell everybody this. It's either 1 year from my Dogecoin purchase, or when I hit 10 million. So if a year from today, I'm not at 10 million, let's say I'm at 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, I'm gonna take out 10%. Because I have so many things I wanna accomplish in life. Like I said, I have the rap label that I wanna do. I have the rap music, media content that I want. There's so much stuff we didn't talk
just
about.
sell half and you fund all of it. sell half. You're set.
That's
Keep
true.
the other half.
That's true.
Why
but
not
I
just
don't-
do that?
I just.
That way it's the best of both worlds. It's not one or the other. It's not black and white. You sell 2 million of them today. You guarantee, you lock that in. That's yours. That's not
true.
going anywhere.
That's true.
The other half, YOLO it. You're still the same Dogecoin person. You're still the same. What do you say? Kooky.
Kooky.
You're still the same
I'm the
kooky
kooky guy.
Dogecoin guy, but you sold half.
You know what?
You were able to accomplish everything you wanted to.
Talking about kooky guy. You know the funniest comment that I read under one of my videos. Somebody was like, "I swear, somebody is paying this guy to not get a haircut."
Will you get a haircut if Dogecoin hits $1?
I'll get a haircut. If
Let's
this
see,
shave
can,
your beard?
could you take the hoodie off? Let's
It's
see it.
not. This is, guys. This is.
You know what? I think the hair
Look at
makes
this.
it though.
Look at this. Like I just scream Doge, don't I? Like I scream
I would
Doge
say,
YOLOer.
you know what? You know what would be interesting? I would love for a video we do like a makeover sort of thing. Where it's like, have you
yeah,
seen that
I'm
where
down.
Yeah,
you shave the beard?
I would look
you
so
go to a
different.
really nice like hair.
I'm actually
put on
kinda
a
cute.
suit. Yeah, put on a suit and like do one of those things that we take you out for dinner.
Yeah, no, let's do a makeover. I'm down.
Would you actually?
Would you actually do
Nah,
it?
dead ass. I'll do it. When Doge hits $1.
Because I was thinking this would be a fun video for the for the vlog.
Yeah.
For the vlog.
Giving
For the vlog.
Dogecoin millionaire a haircut,
Yeah.
a makeover.
If you want to do that, we'll fly you to
We'll
Vegas.
talk about it.
We'll fly you to Vegas.
Okay.
I'll pay for the haircut. I'll pay for the shave.
Okay.
I'll pay for a non-expensive
give him a
suit, but like
Couldn't you?
no. I want like a professional. Like I want a professional giving you a haircut. Like one of those nice professional shaver sort of deals.
Yeah.
Get you like a reasonable suit, like a Men's Warehouse sort of suit, like like a 200.
I mean, guys, let us know in the comments section down below. Would you like to see me get a haircut? Yes or no? What about the beard? Would you like me to cut it? Let me know.
We don't
What,
have to worry
okay,
about
wait,
the
wait,
color.
wait. What about the pool? Will you
heat
heat it
the
up for
pool?
me?
Jack, if you'll split the cost with me,
Wow.
because you're gonna be using the pool more than I am.
See, if you guys didn't know this, we haven't heated up the pool at the Vegas house. And why is that, Graham?
It's $200.
I have a feeling you guys used the pool once, and it was for that one YouTube video you did when you lost the Dogecoin.
Oh, he didn't even
Yes.
heat it.
Yeah, I didn't heat it for that.
That's
Graham
so
is
funny.
he spent how much on the pool?
Like $100,000.
By the way, I died laughing at
100
that when I saw that. When I first watched your
yeah.
video, I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I said in this video that I filmed with you, I said if the video gets 100,000 likes again, I'll fall back in the pool.
okay, let's do it.
So unheated, by the way.
Only Doge, though.
Yeah, things were getting intense. I thought you were about to like beat Jack up.
No.
With a
Because
paper
he-
hand?
because he was
Yeah.
a paper-handed pansy.
I know,
over
I know,
here.
I know.
It's all good, though.
Jack, you should change your Instagram. To
Oh,
paper-handed.
no.
Paper-handed pansy.
Should I do it?
Oh,
You
yeah,
should
you
do
gotta
it.
change you gotta change your Instagram about me because it says like Dogecoin.
Oh,
Something like that.
Dogecoin entrepreneur.
Yeah, you can't say
It's
that
got to
anymore.
say paper-handed pansy.
Yeah, okay.
And then with the price you sold Dogecoin at. So
Oh,
half
yeah.
Yes. People need to know.
Yeah.
That's got to be cemented. Facts.
So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to destroy the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. Also, feel free to add us on Instagram. Our information is down below in the description. And don't forget, you can get your free stock worth all the way up to $50.
What?
Using the link down below in the description.
I know that's right.
Public.com/Graham.
Facts.
That's it.
Facts.
Enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.
Subscribe to the Clips channel and subscribe to Pro.
Oh, yeah. The Dogecoin Millionaire, Pro to Doge. Check me out on social media. Follow me. Let's go.
Let's go. To the moon.
To the moon! I'm your boy Pro to Doge, and we have made, and then I say,
Yeah,
how much
yes.
we made?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.